Jeremiah with Steps Pressure Washing and More. We're out here in beautiful Willow Springs, North Carolina today. We're going to be doing gutters and a house wash on this house here. I've gone ahead and gone around and I taped up the door lock on the front door, and I've covered all of the exterior cameras. Not going to pull a hose just yet. I want to get the gutters cleaned out first. Once we get the gutters cleaned out, if we have any mud or anything that comes off of that gets on the house, we'll be able to wash it off real good. I do have today, we added a new truck to the fleet. Still waiting to get the lettering done right up here. It's just been such a busy week. Haven't been able to do a whole lot with that. Got the ladder rack on at least for today. That way we can get the 24 foot. I've already got the 16 foot little giant already set up. I used that to cover up all the cameras. But as you can see here, the house is not super dirty. This is the north facing side of the house, so it hasn't been neglected. So it's not going to be too terribly bad today. We do have one spot over here that just really needs some attention. It's possible that the homeowner was doing this themselves and just didn't want to come over here into the bushes. But as you can see, needs a little bit of attention on this side. Also, there's no gutters right over here, so maybe it's just a little bit of water built up. We're gonna get up here, we're gonna see what's going on and get them cleaned out. We're gonna be doing a little bit of experimenting today as well. My wife got me a Christmas present that I'm just now breaking out. It's been a little over a month. I had to kind of figure out how to use it, how to get the recordings off of it, but we are going to be giving our Dragon Touch action camera a shot today. I got the mount for the hat, so we're going to see if we can get a little bit of footage on there today and see how that comes out. Alright, hang tight. Alright, giving that a shot. Alright, I need the better tool for this one. Not too bad. Really hoping that this works well. This way I'm able to use both hands, scoop out gutters. Yeah, good little bit of mud there. Just a little bit of mud left over in here. This is mostly shingle dust. It's stuff that just kind of falls off the roof, gets into the gutter, just makes it nice and clumpy. And now that this gutter is not clogged, all this remainder is just going to rinse right down the next couple days when we get a good rain. It's February here in North Carolina. We see a lot of rain. I always say it can't just be windy, or it can't just be cold. It has to be cold and windy. That's what we've been having. Windy cold. I love this gutter tool. I've been using the same one since we started doing gutters back in 2021. So 2.5 years now. It has, nope, that's a year and a half. My math was a little off there, but it's well worth the money spent. Of course, what we did is I actually booked a gutter cleaning job. Nothing too big. It was a pretty small house. It was one of my neighbors. So I didn't charge them a whole lot either, but I charged them enough to pay for this gutter tool, as well as the ladder stabilizer for the ladder I already had. And we were in business. Updated the insurance to reflect the gutter cleaning, and off we went. We didn't really see a whole lot of return on that investment until we started adding gutter cleaning to our yard signs. Having gutter cleaning on the flyers we leave behind didn't do us a whole lot of good. Mainly, people called us for pressure washing. That's what we were highlighting on our flyers, making sure everybody knew we were pressure washers. But now we are gutter cleaners and pressure washers. Try and do the edge of the property for gutting or dumping all the gutter stuff. Just makes cleanup a lot easier. And had this one set up on the back, that way we don't have to stop and change ladders. Little Giant may have reached up here, but 24-foot Werner, we were on like the second rung, so a lot more stable. I think I'm going to blow this one out. I'm going to go get the blower, see how that works. I think it's mostly leaves, it's mostly dry. Yeah. Alrighty. We were just waiting on that soap to kick in. Should be any minute now. Yeah, there we go. There's that boost in pressure. That tells me we got soap on the way. Yeah, I gotta set this down for a minute. Get my glasses on. before we get this sodium hypochlorite coming through. And there we go. We got soap. We got the soap. Unfortunately, the customer today is not home, so I'm not going to be able to get in and clean their patio area or back porch, depending on, I guess, what part of the country you're from. But we have a latch on that back door to the back porch, so we're not going to be able to get in there without someone from the inside helping us out. And this is a home that I've actually, it's not super far from my house. We have come through here with flyers before, but also I'm very active in the local Facebook groups, and I'm assuming that that's where they heard from us, was either from a very old flyer, our yard signs we set out, or very possibly from the local Facebook groups. The customer did like one of my posts in our local Facebook group here, so I'm assuming that's how they found us. I haven't had a ton of luck with Facebook. It's something that we are definitely diving more into this year as we're trying to expand our marketing footprint. As I see it, if it brings us 2-3 extra jobs a month, it doesn't cost that much of my time to sit down, make a decent looking post it to some of the local groups we're a part of here, and we even started doing an ad in a very specific area that we have been working a lot in up in Garner, and so far that has gotten us a return of investment of 1 to 1, with the possibility of some work in the future. It's a beautiful 65 degrees today, and the sun is shining on us brightly. So no complaints from me. About working outside. And it is February 7th, so having to be 65 degrees is quite nice. We here in North Carolina, we go back and forth between freezing cold and unseasonably warm, and that's just kind of where we stay until maybe about mid-March, early April. Then we go from seasonably warm to freezing cold, unseasonably freezing cold. So I'm going to take this beautiful day while we have it. Wash some of that gunk off the gutters. Let the sodium hypochlorite do its thing. There's the new truck again. Pretty proud of that truck. I've been driving my family crazy for the past 3 years, talking about getting a truck. So now that I finally have the truck that I've been looking for, they can stop hearing about me wanting to get the truck, and then they can start hearing me about all the things I'm going to do to the truck. In fact, I might just do a truck video and show off all of the accessories. Now, mind you, all of my accessories are specifically to make pressure washing easier and to not ruin that truck with all of the sodium hypochlorite that's on me, on my shoes, all the muddy driveways that I clean. I'm gonna try and keep the new rig as nice as we can for as long as we can do it. I'm excited to see how this side comes out. That's a nice growth right there. This is a northern facing house, so this customer is very concerned about the growth as they are renting it out, and they don't want possible renters to drive up and see a moldy house covered in algae. We're going to get this washed up. We're going to come back through, see how it turns out after about a 10 to 15 minute dwell. Dwell time is everything, especially when it's a little bit cooler. We're going to let it hang out for a minute. Alrighty, so we are all done here in Willow Spring today. We had the gutters, weren't too bad. Lots of leaves, a lot of dry stuff. We tried out that Dragon Touch camera, so when we get home we're going to upload that to the phone and see how that came out. As you can see here, the front of the house came out phenomenally. Gutters came out very bright white on the front of the house. Back of the house was a little bit more oxidation, but that's also because that gets direct sunlight. It's more of the southern facing part of the house. But as far as this northern end, came out great. Gutters came out nice and white. A little bit of tiger stripes, a little bit of oxidation, but that's to be expected. Put it back the way you found it. Alrighty, well, I'm going to go on up to the pressure washing store. We've got to refill our SH tanks. I got a good size concrete job on Thursday this week, so I want to make sure that we're going into it completely full. Alright, well, I'm going to call it a day. You guys be safe out there.